Yeah. Janice, welcome back to the Canada Specialist Program series. Janice, how are you doing?
Hey, Charlie, I'm good. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's great to be back and promoting all things Canada with you and Nathan, Destination Canada team. So, looking forward to another good year.
Oh, it's good to see you again, Janice. And I know, as always, you've had a busy February, you've had a busy start to the year. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to.
Well, we all kind of wish the year would sort of slug in and then get us all like warmed up, but it doesn't seem to happen, does it? So we've been on the road quite a bit. We've done Visit USA, we've done the entire road show. I've had an expo in Mackay. We've had some client events in some of our regional areas with some of our tour operators. I think I've traveled somewhere every week since I started. I thought it was going to be a slow one, but it hasn't.
Oh, well done, Janice. I know it's that busy time of year. So I'm sure some of you, especially you Queenslanders, have seen Janice out and about. Okay, Janice, so today a bit of an AC update and you've got a bit of a domestic focus today, right? Something you haven't covered before in these updates anyway.
Yes, I thought last year we covered our transit process a few times, which everyone should be familiar with by now. Everyone has either experienced or seen a lot of our international um, product, but for those who are very who are very busy and don't often think about what the domestic products offering is like. I thought I would just recap on that and get everyone's product knowledge up to date.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, Janice. Over to you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the start of the Canada Specialist Program. Let's hope we don't crash now. Come on, little girl, let's go. It's a bit stuck again. There we go. So, for those of you who have not met our very shy team, there's two of us based in Australia. I'm based in Queensland, and Zoe is based in New South Wales. So, you will see us out and about on the road and throughout Australia. So, just touching on a few changes on our network, predominantly in our Asia Pacific region. We have non-stop daily flights from Sydney to Vancouver. We have 6 weekly flights from Brisbane to Vancouver between the May and October season, and then go back to daily in November. And then very excitingly, our Auckland seasonal service will have 4 flights a week non-stop from Auckland to Vancouver from the end of October to March again. So covering both sides of our little southern part of the world. Some of the new routes that we have starting up is our Vancouver, Singapore in April, and then also our Osaka to Toronto routes. Now, you was probably wondering, why am I asking you this or telling you this information? Well, the reason is knowledge is power, and clients come to you wanting different itineraries now. It's not just the straightforward, I want to go to Canada and do XYZ tour. They want to do a lot more. They want to see a lot more and cram a lot more. So hopefully the Air Canada network will be able to help you with some of those itineraries as well. Now, as you can see, our Asia Pacific region is quite extensive. It's not just Australia and New Zealand, but we do have a number of destinations out of the APAC region direct into Vancouver, and some of our flights are also going to Montreal and Toronto. Now, very excitingly, with the start of our Singapore service, for all those agents in the WA area, we'll be able to operate a Perth to Singapore with Singapore Airlines, and then Singapore to Vancouver with Air Canada. So fares have been loaded in the system, and you should be able to quote it now. Our onboard experience domestically is a little bit different to our international services. So as you can see, we have quite a number of fleet in our family. We have over 350 aircraft that we operate on our network. And that doesn't just cover the APAC region, it's also all over North America, into the Caribbean, Europe, and South America. So we have different products on some of these aircraft, for example, our Rouge and our Express. So in our narrow body aircraft that we operate predominantly over the US and into Canada, we have economy class where obviously meals and drinks are not included. It's kind of like our domestic offering here in Australia. And a lot of people forget about that because they fly with us internationally and then they go, oh, okay, well, I should be getting food on my next leg. And they forget that Canada is our home. So it's just like Australia. We don't get offered any major meal services on our domestic carriers. The other little tip I just wanted to highlight is passengers who travel on the international leg with us, if they keep their headsets, they can use that on the other aircraft types that we utilize within Canada and the USA. Otherwise, they have to pay for it, just like we have to on some of our cost carriers in Australia. We do offer our premium USA, so they will still get their priority airport services such as fast boarding onto the aircraft and priority boarding baggage, and we do offer complimentary meal and beverages in our premium economy in our domestic ports. With our Air Canada business class, we have narrow body aircrafts that have a slightly different seat to what you're used to on our long haul with the wide bodies. So they are more a seat product, which is larger and has more recline. You'll still get all your airport priority services, lounge access to our Maple Leaf Lounge and the Air Canada cafes that we have at some of our airports. And then we also offer meals and beverages for our passengers that have a 2-hour flight and longer on Air Canada. Now, for those of you who just want that little bit more extra space, or perhaps you were blessed with those very long legs of yours, we still have preferred seating on a number of our aircrafts, and this can be purchased as well. Now, group travel is becoming more and more popular, and we've definitely noticed it's on the increase in Australia. And we do have our own groups department based in Sydney, which is very exciting. So if you do have a group that is a minimum of 10 people, that will qualify as a group, which you can contact our groups department in Sydney. Now, the exciting thing is we're one of the few carriers that do offer an FOC. So if you have 21 passengers, that 21st passenger is free. We do offer competitive airfares as well. It allows you to have deferred payments and easy booking agreements. All you have to do is pay $100 deposit per person. We have complimentary seat allocation as we do on our international flights, where you don't pay for a seat unless you buy that dreaded basic fare. And then they also still get their one bag for every passenger. We do also do business and premium economy group quoting as well when it comes to groups. So if you have some that want to travel in business, some in premium, some in economy, that is okay to do as well. The other point I want to also reiterate with our groups department is that we allow deviations. So your clients may all leave Australia together, but then they all want to do added extras on their tours. They can do that and come back at different times. Now, knowledge is power for you guys. As Nate's mentioned, there is a lot of information for you guys on the website and through their new digital magazine, and it's always great to be on top of stuff. Well, we have the same sort of process or encyclopedia of information for you guys. We do have a dedicated agents website that you can log on to. This has got information such as, oh my goodness, we did that thing called a schedule change. I don't think any of you have ever seen one of those before, but what do I do next? A lot of people panic. So you can go to this website and you can actually work out what your next steps are and what is the waiver code you need for a schedule change. It's got all sorts of information on our product as well, and just anything that you can possibly think of Air Canada. We are also dedicated to you in helping you wherever possible. And so we've got a toll-free number for our reservations team. We also have a local trade support team, which you can email. Please use them if it is more an elevated problem. They don't need to know, I can't fare quote the basic airfare. It's something that's a little bit more dramatic. It's not quoting properly, or my ticketing support can't help me. Are you able to assist? And then, of course, our groups department as well. We also have our own online modules that you can do online in your quiet 5-minute coffee break. Sorry, 15. You need 15 minutes. We have 4 modules that you can complete. It's also some information on NDC. I know everyone's very scared about that word, but you can look up information on it and do it in your short little coffee breaks. So that is it from me. So thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Janice. Sorry, I was just trying to get your Global University link. There it is, there it is. Thank you, Janice. Great. Telling it how it is. Love your work. Thank you so much.